Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Varitorn Vaichai. Today, we will be discussing how labor laws in Thailand should be changed, specifically in relation to the gig economy. As technology and digital platforms like Grab, Foodpanda, and Gojek continue to shape the workforce, traditional labor laws are being tested. This shift has led to a growing need for legal reforms to protect new types of workers, such as riders and bikemen, who are often excluded from basic labor protections. First, I'm going to talk about labor laws in Thailand now. Thailand's labor laws are designed to protect full-time, permanent employees and include key regulations such as the Labor Protection Act. This law covers working hours, wages, rest periods, and termination rights. It ensures that employees are paid minimum wages, have access to paid leave, and can challenge unfair dismissal. And the Social Security Act. This act provides workers with access to the essential benefits, including health insurance, pensions, and unemployment benefits. However, these laws are outdated in relation to the new type of work emerging from the gig economy. Gig workers, such as those who work for ride-hailing services like Grab or Foodpanda, are often classified as independent contractors rather than full-time employees. This classification means that they are not covered by many of the protections these labor laws provide. As the gig economy continues to grow, it's clear that labor laws need to evolve to ensure fair treatment and basic protections for these workers. So, what are the problems? Why labor laws need to change? There are several key reasons why labor laws in Thailand need to be updated to better protect gig economy workers. The first one is lack of social security and benefits. Gig workers do not have access to basic social security benefits such as healthcare, pension plans, or unemployment insurance. This leaves them vulnerable in the event of illness, injury, or job loss. For example, a Grab rider who gets into an accident while delivering food will have to cover medical expenses out of pocket unless they have private insurance. They won't receive any compensation from Grab, and they may even lose income due to not being able to work while recovering. Second, no minimum wage or paid leave. Gig workers are paid per task, whether it's a ride or a delivery, which means their pay can fluctuate significantly. They don't have a minimum wage to ensure fair compensation for their time and efforts, and they are not entitled to paid sick leave or vacation days. For example, if a Foodpanda delivery driver falls ill, they won't have any sick pay and may be forced to either work while they're sick or lose income for the duration of their illness. Third, unclear employment status. Since gig workers are classified as independent contractors, they don't receive the same legal protections as regular employees. For instance, they have no protections from unfair dismissal and no right to request compensation for injuries sustained while working. For example, a rider or a delivery worker has no recourse if they are unfairly penalized or removed from the platform without cause. They don't have the right to challenge these actions, as they don't have the same employment status as full-time employees. Fourth, increased vulnerability and financial instability. Because gig workers face variable income, they are often under financial pressure. The lack of access to consistent benefits and protections make it difficult for them to achieve financial stability, and it also makes it harder for them to plan for the future. For the example of the problem, let's dive deeper into some real-life examples to understand the impact of these issues. First is from Grab riders. Grab riders are a good example of gig workers who lack proper labor protections. Although Grab provides accident insurance for its riders, this is often insufficient to cover medical costs or lost income. In addition, riders are not guaranteed paid leave or access to Social Security benefits. For example, if a Grab rider is injured in an accident, they can use Grab's insurance to cover some costs, but if the injury prevents them from working for a long time, they have no paid sick leave, no unemployment benefits, and no pension. This makes them financially vulnerable. Second, from Food Panda delivery bikeman. Similar to Grab, Food Panda riders also face similar issues with their working conditions. They are classified as independent contractors and do not have access to essential benefits such as health insurance, paid leave, or workers' compensation. These riders rely on per-delivery payments, which can lead to unstable income. For example, a foodpanda delivery worker who faces an unexpected medical emergency or accident has no financial safety net from the company. Without paid leave or proper health benefits, they may be forced to cover medical expenses or go without income while recovering. And third, for the border issue, these examples highlight a border issue, which is gig workers. Though essentials to work economy often work under conditions that lack of the basic rights and protections that traditional employees received. This creates a two-tiered labor system where one group of workers enjoys protections and the other does not, leading to an inequality and economic instability. So, now I'm going to talk about proposed solutions and why they should successfully solve the problems. To address these issues, here are some proposed solutions that could provide better protection for gig workers in Thailand. The first one is integrate gig workers into social security system. Gig workers should be included in Thailand's social security system, which would give them access to health care, unemployment benefits, and pension plans. This could be done by requiring platforms like Grab and Foodpanda to contribute to the social security system for their workers. And why this would work? Because this would give gig workers a safety net in case of illness, injury, or job loss. Countries like Spain and the UK have successfully integrated gig workers into their social security system, and Thailand can follow a similar model to ensure protections for its growing gig workforce. Second is guarantee a minimum wage and paid time off. Establishing a minimum wage for gig workers as well as providing paid sick leave and paid vacation would ensure fair compensation for the work they do, regardless of fluctuations in demand. And why this would work is that by guaranteeing a minimum wage, gig workers will have more financial security and a better work-life balance. Paid leave ensures they don't have to choose between their health or family responsibilities and earning a living. The second one is legal protection against unfair dismissal and injuries. Extending legal protections to gig workers would include protections from unfair dismissal and the right to compensation for the injuries incurred while working. Why this would work? Because providing legal protections would give gig workers greater confidence and security, knowing they have rights that they can exercise in case of unfair treatment or accidents. And fourth, new employment classification for gig workers. A new legal category for gig workers could be introduced. This will create a framework that recognizes their unique employment status and ensures they receive basic rights such as contractual agreements, minimum wage, and workers' compensation while still allowing flexibility in their work schedule. And why this would work is because they would address the growing need for a legal category that balances the flexibility of gig work with the protections necessary for workers' well-being. It ensures fairness for all workers, regardless of their employment status. In conclusion, The rise of the gig economy in Thailand has created challenges that traditional labor laws are ill-equipped to address. Gig workers such as riders and delivery bikemen are essential to the economy but are currently underprotected, lacking access to social security, paid leave, and legal protections. By integrating gig workers into the social security system, guaranteeing a minimum wage and paid time off, providing legal protections for termination and injury, and also introducing a new employment classification, we can create a fairer, more sustainable labor system that benefits both workers and businesses. As Thailand continues to embrace the gig economy, it is so essential that our labor laws evolve to ensure equity and sustainability for all workers, regardless of their employment status. These changes will help create a more just and resilient workforce, which is crucial for Thailand's future economic growth. Thank you.